Yo, how's it going? Welcome to another video. In this video I'm going to show you how you can get out of the map on parking lot on CarX Drift Racing Online, and you can get into loads of different out of the map spots, basically every single place on the map you can get to. First off, we're going to be getting into the main car park, the biggest car park, which is inside the circuit. So in the middle of the circuit, that entire car park you can get into. You just drive up to this spot and go straight through the cones. Now, as you can see, there is a huge area with loads of different stuff. You've got these kind of like, you've got cars, trucks, cars of cranes. You've got these sort of viewing stands. You've got tents. You've got lampposts. You've basically got so much stuff and a huge open wide area that you can just create, an infinite amount of different routes and drift circuits that you and your mates can go around, and you can make your own little circuit that goes around and in between certain cars and stuff. There's so much to do here, and it's such a big area. This is actually the biggest out of the map area on this entire map or track. And as you can see, you can literally access every single part of the inside car park and every single area inside of the track itself. So it's huge, a massive area. You can do what you want with, and you could create some really cool sort of custom routes going around this, where you go drifting underneath and in between the tents, around lampposts, for like gymkhana and kind of hoonigan stuff. It's such a great area. You've even got, you can go over to here into all these bigger tents and near the Multistory Car Park. But that's about it really. So that's the whole of the inside car park area, inside or within the circuit itself. So the next spot you can get out of the map is you can get into the outside of the car park. So basically the surrounding area of the circuit, or the perimeter of the track basically. And it's a huge area. There's no it's not as big as the inside car park, but it's it goes around the whole map, so there's a really big area, but it's not a wide open area like in the middle. It's a circle around the outside of the track basically, and you can get into little spots like this in the underground car park that's out of the track circuit. You can get behind the benches and stuff, and basically into any area outside of the track itself. So I'll just do a quick lap around and show you sort of everywhere that you can go, and just in case you're wondering, I'm going to hit into a barrier now, and that kind of shows you that this is the edge of the map. You can't go any further. You can't cross over just to the right of the screen there. You can't get across that and onto the road, and this is it basically. This is as far as you can go, but it goes around the whole circuit. There's loads of cool stuff like trucks and cars, and as you can see, you can't get through that. There's an invisible barrier, so this is as far as you can get. And it opens out into this massive area here with loads of parked trucks. You can actually, if your car is low enough to the ground, you can drift underneath those trucks and you won't sort of crash. They're not like an invisible wall or anything. You can drift underneath the trucks. It's pretty cool. So yeah, it circles back round to where we got out originally, and that's the whole outside of the map. Now next we've got something very cool. You can actually get into the Multistory Car Park, which is obviously this, with the big circle or the spiral ramp, and you can get onto, obviously the ground floor is the track and the circuit and the stuff that we've shown already, but with this, going through those cones, you can get onto the first floor, and you can get up to the very top on the second floor. And on the first floor there's lots of pillars, you can drift around, loads of cool stuff like that. The top floor, it's pretty open. There's not much here other than these kind of two walls at either end. But obviously the main cool thing about the Multistory Car Park is the ramp. Now, it's not really that smooth when you drift down it. It can be a little bit bumpy, especially if you've got stiff suspension. But as you can see here, you can drift it pretty nice still, going up and down. You can get some cool tandems. It's a really nice spot. Now, last of all, you can actually get underground into the Multistory Car Park. You basically have to, don't spin out, but you can come around here and, try and rev up the car a bit so you fly down the stairs, quite fast. If you go slow, you can get stuck and you have to reset the car. So this is like a little hidden area, the underground section of the Multistory Car Park. It's pretty cool. It's the same as the first level. Only problem is you actually can't get out of here. You have to reset the car back to the track. So as a bit of a bonus, I thought I'd show you my attempt at getting out of the rest of the track and onto this little road and possibly onto the highway bridge and all that sort of stuff. I jumped here, and as you can see, straight into an invisible wall, so I don't think there's any way you can get further out. If there is, let me know how to do it. And finally, you don't always have to look for the cones to get out the map. There are some spaces within the barriers that are big enough that you can just get straight out of the track really easy. And that's it, that's how to get into every single out of the map spot on Parking A. Hope you've enjoyed it, thanks for watching, and subscribe for more.